What's going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, and we're here to talk about Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj. But before we get into today's mess, let's talk about what we got coming up today and tomorrow and later on this week. Now, first off, let's get into some things here. We're going to get into some things tonight on the Whether You Like It or Not panel, where we will be talking about Bill Collective as well as the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So expect to see me, Ya, Really B, Josiah, Terrence, as well as Simply Sakina, who will be hosting it this week on her channel. So be sure to tune in tonight at 9:15 Eastern Time so you can hear us roast and gag Bill Collective as well as the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But don't you worry and don't you stop right there, because tomorrow night we'll be right here on Scotty by Nature TV, where I will be hosting a special Whether You Like It or Not panel. We will be talking about the fashions from the season 14 reunion that's coming up, and we will have all six main cast members from the panel up here, as well as our other three guest panelists, meaning Reggie, L Teddy, as well as Layology. All of us will be up here for about an hour and 30 minutes talking about the fashion for the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14 reunion looks. Okay, I cannot wait for this. This is going to be amazing. And it will probably be from 9 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Central time. That's 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central time. So be on the lookout for that. But also on Friday night, we will be back for a third episode of Boys Night Out. Okay, I hung out with Jamar, Josiah, and Maddie this weekend in Houston. T wasn't able to be there though because he had a death in the family. But however, there'll be other Boys Night Out crew trips. Trust me, child. You know what I'm saying? We all will get together. But we'll be back Friday night at 9:30, 8:30 Central Time. That's 9:30, 8:30 Central Time. We will be coming in for Boys Night Out. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's mess, okay? And we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj for a couple of minutes. This ain't gonna be long, just gonna be a couple of minutes or whatever. So as you guys already know, Sunday night was the VMAs, and Nicki Minaj won the award for basically she won the Vanguard Award, and she won another award for Best Hip Hop Video for Do We Have a Problem with Her and Lil Baby. So she won two awards that night. However, what people are talking about is her acceptance speech for her Vanguard Award, where she did not include Lil Kim as a person that was an inspiration to her. I heard Armand Wiggins talk about it on his platform, and that made me want to get up and do a video, because when I was because I didn't watch the VMAs, because I'm not really a big fan of the VMAs. I don't think that they're for us at all. But I definitely wanted to see what Nicki gave as far as her performance and her speech for her award. And when I was watching the awards, when not the awards, but when I was watching the clips on YouTube from her speech and her performance, I was kind of shocked that she didn't give Lil Kim any recognition, because she gave it to Mariah, and we already know that her and Mariah do not like each other at all. But a lot of people felt like it was a slight and some disrespect to Kim when she did not give her any credit, or not really any credit, but she gave Lauren and Foxy Brown that respect and those flowers for being an inspiration to her. But for those of us who's followed Nicki Minaj from the very beginning, we all knew that Lil Kim was a big influence on her career. I mean, look at my overlay on the screen. I mean, that just tells you what you need to know right there. She was heavily inspired by Lil Kim, especially her Notorious KIM era. It's like she took from Lil Kim and took from that particular era and made it into her own. And I know that the barbs are probably going to be up in here, child, because you already know when you have a video with Lil Kim with Nicki Minaj in the title and all of this other stuff, they are ready to attack. So this is not me attacking Nicki Minaj at all. So please don't get up in your feelings about my video. Just my personal opinion. Um, I, I don't really know if it was a slight, but I mean, she did mention Mariah. So, she mentioned Mariah, and we know their history then, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, why you couldn't mention Lil Kim when she was one of the biggest influences on your career? You know what I mean? Like, Nikki has been in this game for so many years, and I think that was the biggest issue when she first came out as far as Lil Kim goes, because I do think that when she first came out, she was saying stuff like, I got what it takes to fill her shoes, or, just like she opened up doors for me, I opened up doors for her. She couldn't get no interview to save her life before I came into the game, or taking shots at her on certain records on the mixtapes, but at the same time paying homage. I mean, and I just feel like at this particular point, Nicki is now feeling that same vibe from a lot of these new female rappers that's out. Like, she doesn't really like Cardi B, and she doesn't really like Megan Thee Stallion either. There has been a lot of reports about her coming at Meg on records. I think she did a Roman remix for Super Freaky Girl, a song that recently went to number one. I don't really care for the song like that, because I like Nicki's other records. Like, I like, you know Moment for Life, or Bees in a Trap, Super Bass, her whole Pink Print album. Like, I like those records from her. I don't really care for her poppy type records. The only pop records from Nicki that I really appreciated was probably Your Love and Super Bass and Girls Fall Like Dominoes. Like, I probably, appreciated those records more so because I like her better when she's on her hip hop, like her feature bag, like the All I Do Is Win verse, and Usher's Little Freak verse, and the Monster, which I feel like is a classic verse from her. But she did a Roman remix of Super Freaky Girl, and she was taking little shots at Megan Thee Stallion and stuff like that. So that was in the news and on the blog. So I know that Armand Wiggins talked about it. I know Black T Blog talked about it. All those all those are blogs that's pretty much dedicated to female rap. They talked about it. LaRon did on Female Rap Elite. They all discussed it. Do I think that it was kind of a slight to not really give Kim her flowers when it came down to her speech? I mean, she's not obligated to give her any flowers. I don't want to say that it's complete disrespect that she didn't give it to her, but at the same point, I feel like it would have been nice to. I mean, because let's just be real. When it comes down to me, and when I talk about the people that are influences to me, I always give them flowers. I always talk about the people that influence me. And I always give them everything every time I speak about the people. Like, for example, the person that inspired me the most was Kevin from the Scorpion Show. Like, he was one of the first people that I watched, as well as Candy and Skittles from Sweet Addictions. They were both big influences on me. And then as I continue to grow, Armand Wiggins is a big influence. Like, I have seen him grow in so many ways, and I would love to work with him one day. And not only that, like, I would love to just have a conversation with Armand. Like, I really do love Armand and his work. And this ain't no dick sucking shit, because I don't dick suck nobody, but he is a big influence on me as I grow, because Kevin was the biggest influence from the beginning. But when you talk about me right now and the growth of my channel and where I'm going, Armand is a big influence because he's a person that was considered the underdog, and people didn't see it for him, and they didn't think that he would make it and be anything. And now he's at brunches with the likes of Kanye West and shit like that, and going to Cardi B's parties and shit like that. I don't aspire to be just like him, but I aspire to make the power moves that he's made, but in my own way. So Armand is also a person that I really, really look up to as far as my growth is concerned. Um, you know, even with even despite our own differences, I would say that Justin J, because I'm not calling him the King of Reeds, because I don't know the King of Reeds. I know Justin J 1232. Um, Even though we're not friends, we'll never be friends again, and all this other good stuff. But he's also an inspiration for the way he was able to grow so rapidly, and he was one of the people that started off with me, you know what I mean? Like, he was one of the people that started with me at the same time we was growing our channels at the same time. And while I lost my way and lost inspiration, he gained inspiration and continued to grow his brand. So that's nothing to scoff at all. That's a lot to take in and look at, because he really did the damn thing. He became one of those premier voices of the LGBT community. And I may not agree with him on a lot of things, and I may not even, Y'all already know. For those of you who've been following me for years, y'all already know where we stand. But he's also an inspiration, and I'm not ashamed to say that. So I use Justin J as a person that I don't have the best relationship with, but I see where he's at. I would have taken that approach. I've taken that approach with him. So I say that to say it would have been nice to see Nicki take that approach with Kim, because it's pretty obvious that Kim was a big, heavy influence on Nicki Minaj, and the way that she presented herself, the fashions, shit like that, like the way that she was rocking her shit, like that was all Kim. But Nicki took it to a whole nother level. So a lot of people feel like it's disrespectful and things of that nature. It's a slight to me. It's a slight, but is it completely disrespectful? Not really, because she didn't have to say anything about Kim, but just knowing that she was one of the people that she called out as an influence when she first started and when we first came to know Nikki. Yeah, it's like yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, when I was sitting there looking at these clips this morning, laying in the bed looking at them, I'm like, damn, she ain't even mentioned Kim. That's crazy. And I do know that Foxy was the only female rapper that was out there on social media, like congratulating Nicki and all of this other stuff. As far as I could see, because Foxy was the only one that I seen do it. If anybody else did, I ain't see it. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm wondering, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Nicki needed to give Kim that kudos? Do you think that Kim deserved the kudos from Nicki? Do you think that Nicki was disrespectful by not giving her the kudos? I want to know what you guys think. And shout out to Armand Wiggins for inspiring this video. You see how much he fucking inspires me, child? I might just do a live chat about this. Who knows? But with that being said, you guys, this be your boy Scotty by Nature. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe to my channel. And also be sure to click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. Also, if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok will be down below. But if you want me to follow you back on IG, all you got to do is hit me up in the DMs with the hashtag message Scotty Gang, and I would definitely follow you back. With that being said, you guys, Scotty is signing out, and I will leave you guys with a promo from Nova Cosmetics. With that being said, you guys, I'm out of here. Bye.